Hi there, welcome back to Fox 51 Good Day. Dan, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
So you are part of the Alzheimer's Alliance and you're a board member and you were also a caregiver to your wife.
That's correct.
So what we're going to talk about today is the upcoming event that y'all are holding, and it's specifically aimed at men. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, why is that?
It's because men constitute roughly 36% of the caregivers, but there's a lot of public resistance to that because men rarely are able to do the things that women are able to do as caregivers, because that has been historically more the woman's job or role, if you will, and men have a very difficult time adjusting to doing the kinds of things that women are more used to doing.
Right. Some things come natural to men and some things come natural to women.
Especially in the South.
Yes, absolutely. So something that women are just used to is we kind of have it in us is we want to take care of people, you know, so sometimes it's a little bit easier for us. So I totally understand that, you know, my mom, my grandma, same thing. So I think that this is an important thing that you're talking about, because for men, they do need a little bit of guidance sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, to admit, hey, I need some help.
Absolutely. And there are a lot more emotions that men will face that they don't want to face. Which makes the job even more difficult.
Right. So go ahead and tell us right now just the event details, okay? So let's touch on that.
June 14 at the Alzheimer's Alliance facility from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. Lunch is provided free of charge, and it is just titled Just for Men.
Okay.
That's the first time we've ever done something just for men, because we've seen some of the difficulties. I routinely visit caregiver groups, and frequently I'm the only guy there. They don't like to come to caregiver groups because it exposes them, and there's a certain stigma attached, both in the public side and in their own minds, to being a caregiver.
Right, absolutely. So go ahead and tell me, it sounds like you are the right person to talk to about this. So tell me just a little bit about your story and how, I mean, how maybe somebody really can benefit from going to this and learning from other people. It might be something that maybe you would have enjoyed to go to while you were taking care of your wife.
There's no doubt, until I met the Alzheimer's Alliance staff, I learned so many things that I didn't know before. I was a caregiver for my wife for 4 years, 2.5 years of that in Virginia. Then we moved to Tyler, and she was alive for 1.5 years with increasing signs of dementia. And I frequently talk to people who are caregivers and say, if I only knew now, or I only knew then what I know now, I would have done a much better job. And so that's what we're looking for here, is to help guys do a better job as a caregiver and to accept that role and not feel bad about it or scared of it.
Absolutely, and I want to make sure that we do touch on that point, just because I don't want men to be afraid to go or let their pride take over. You know, this is something where you want to be completely open and just let's sit and let's talk about this.
Absolutely, and we will be focusing on things such as the emotions that any caregiver, but especially men, have to deal with, and that will make them better caregivers if they do deal with it. We also will have a gentleman who's also a board member of the Alliance, who is in fact subject to dementia, but in the early stages, and he has made it his work to let people know what it's like to be a dementia patient.
Gotcha, that sounds great. Now, we are going to follow this, and I know that once when we get a little bit closer, you said June 14th, right?
June 14th.
Okay, I'm going to let our morning reporter know, so then hopefully she can cover this story the day of, just to get more people out there.
I certainly hope so. We look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
You're welcome.
We appreciate you sharing your story. Thank you.